Stillness isn't laziness, it's strength. The Stoics knew that in silence we find clarity. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." So when the world gets loud, don't chase noise. Choose calm, breathe, pause. That's where your true power lives. The funny thing is, I used to think that busyness was a virtue. The more things I had going on, the more I felt like I was accomplishing. But then something shifted. I realized that it wasn't the quantity of my actions that mattered, but the quality. And that's when I discovered the power of stillness. It's in those quiet moments that we get our best ideas, that we make our best decisions. It's in the stillness that we find our true strength. When you're still, you're more present. You're more engaged with the world around you. You're able to think more clearly, and you're better able to handle whatever life throws at you. Think about it. When was the last time you were in a situation where you felt completely overwhelmed? You had so much going on. You didn't know which way to turn. You were feeling stressed. You were feeling anxious. Then suddenly, in the midst of all that chaos, there was a moment of stillness. Maybe it was just a few seconds. Maybe it was a few minutes. But in that moment of stillness, you found clarity. You were able to take a step back and see the situation more objectively. You were able to think more clearly and come up with a plan of action. That's the power of stillness. And it's something that we can all tap into. We just have to make a conscious effort to do so. In our busy lives, it's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind. We're constantly bombarded with distractions. There are people who are trying to get our attention all the time. But if we don't make a conscious effort to step back and be still, we'll never be able to tap into that inner strength that's within us. So how do we do it? How do we find stillness in a world that's constantly clamoring for our attention? Well, one way is to start with our breath. Our breath is always with us. And when we focus on our breath, we can bring ourselves into the present moment. We can let go of the distractions and the noise around us, and we can find that inner stillness. Another way is to practice gratitude. When we're grateful for what we have, we're less likely to be distracted by what we don't have. We're less likely to be pulled into the comparison game, and we're more likely to find contentment in the present moment. Contentment is the first step to inner peace. But here's the thing. It doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes the simplest things in life are also the most powerful. Just taking a few deep breaths, just focusing on your breath, can be enough to bring you into the present moment. It can be enough to help you find that inner stillness. So the next time you're feeling overwhelmed, try it. Just breathe. Focus on your breath. Let go of the distractions around you and find that inner stillness. It's there waiting for you. You just have to choose to be still. I recently came across this quote from Seneca. He says, "All the time you have wasted from your life. You have subtracted from its sum total. No man can put it back. No man can hire it back. No man can buy it back." And it really got me thinking about how we spend our time. We waste so much time doing things that don't matter, chasing things that don't matter. But we can't get that time back. Once it's gone forever. That's why it's so important to be intentional with our time. We need to be mindful of how we spend our days, our hours, our minutes. Because every minute we spend doing something that doesn't matter is a minute we'll never get back. So what are we going to do with the time we have? Are we going to waste it, or are we going to use it wisely? The choice is ours. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Thanks for watching.